Okay. How's it going, everybody? Quick update regarding the store, more specifically regarding the timers in the store and how they're going to interact with the automation process. Because as you probably know, our what's the word I'm looking for? Humidifiers, as well as our lights for our systems, are all automated. So, for example, this cabinet right here. That's a terrible shot. But that cabinet right there, and even the cabinet down below right here, which is currently off, and I need to figure out why. It's just the lights that are off, but they all run off of automation. Even like if you look up in this corner, that little pink section right there, that is a light that comes on a timer. Now that particular light, it has its own built-in timer, so it comes on for 10-12 hours a day, then it shuts off. But the lights that we happen to get for the shop are not set up on their own internal timers, and so they need to have a timer that goes with them. Now originally what I was hoping is that, well, let me preface this, there's no Wi-Fi in the shop. That's what makes this whole thing hard, and I don't know if I want to have that additional expense for Wi-Fi right now, just because we're just starting up, we're trying to get things launched, we're not even open yet, and it's just costing me money. I'm not getting anything out of it at this point. So we're trying to find an alternative to Wi-Fi and still have the ability to use a smart switch or a switch that can work like a smart switch. So initially we bought some of these, and they work really well for being a smart switch. They synchronize really easily in terms of being able to get them to synchronize with your application. In my case, we use Smart Life for the home application, for the home automation, I should say. And they function quite nice. The integrated app that has like the on-off switch and the timers and the countdowns and all that, great product. And it also gives you the ability to have a Bluetooth recognition, which is kind of what I was hoping was something different. So let me just, I don't know if that's going to show up and be in the right direction, but so maybe not. No. All right. Anyways, so in this, it says that it has a Bluetooth capability. So what I was hoping that meant was that you could use it with Bluetooth and still be able to set up the timer, set up the countdown, and have everything feature and run. That's not the case. What it really means is that it will find your device via Bluetooth. So you have a couple different options. You have Wi-Fi and you have Bluetooth. That's how it finds the device. But in terms of how the device operates, to what I've seen so far, it only operates by Wi-Fi. And so when I set up the timer, so I set up one timer to go every hour for 5 minutes for a period of 8 hours of time frame, which is about how I run the humidifiers. And so I'm going to take that, now that it's set up, take it into the shop and see if it will still do that process. And maybe I'm hoping the timing and the programming is inside the unit itself and not in the Wi-Fi integration where it has to be connected in order to know what it needs to do. But if it doesn't do that, then I need to have an alternative solution. And so that alternative solution is a not quite as smart feature. So that is a timer that is built into the plug, and I'm hoping that I actually got this particular one because it has something called infinite cycles. And so what the infinite cycle is, from what I read, is that it will go on for a certain duration of time and then off for a certain duration of time for an infinite amount of period of time, which is really nice because that's really what I need. I need to every hour come on for say 2 minutes and then shut off for an infinite period of time. So if it does what I think it does, this is actually going to work out perfect for my need. It's not, there's no app integration. I can't turn it on and off through my phone. I can't ask Google to do anything for me as far as like turning it on or off, which is really convenient because sometimes I'll be working inside one of the cabinets and the humidity will drop, and I can just say, hey, so and so, turn on the humidifiers, and the humidifiers will come on, and then I can let the humidity rise back up, and then once it's back at the level that I want it to be at, I can just have it turn them off and go right back to where we were at. But I don't think I'm going to get that from this. Well, I know that I'm not going to get that from this, but I think it's going to give me a happy medium, and that's kind of nice to have anyways, but I think this is going to give me a happy medium. So let's open this up and see what these look like. I don't have a... Now obviously I did get these from Amazon, no affiliation to Amazon, and I've already unboxed them from the Amazon bag that they come in right away. Oh, that's kind of weird, but kind of cool. I was kind of worried. I was like, what in the world are they? Are they stuck together? They look like they were kind of stuck together, but indeed they're not. It's a cool way to package. It's smart. So I've got two. Got two mainly because I think that we want to run the humidifier. I'm not so worried about. I think this one was really nice one, so it's gonna do its own thing as far as like the big humidifier for the plant wall. But the humidifiers inside the cabinets, I need one for those, and then I need a separate one for the lights inside the cabinets, as well as the light that goes above the plant wall. There's actually a ceiling feature light that drops down on the plant wall. I think that those all need to go into a timer of some feature of some sort. It's kind of nice that these actually, they have a battery backup system in them, so they come ready to go. You know, I don't have to have it plugged in order to set up the timing features on them. So let's look at what these features are. So we've got confirm up here, and then what if we can do this way? We'll go to the opposite side, and then you've got switch. It's got a reset button in there. It's got a work button. I think that just says that it's working. Maybe it's a LED that lights up or something. And then down bottom here you've got an hour button and a timed button and countdown button and a timing circulate button. I think that the timing circulate button is the one that we're going to actually be using, and then a minute button. And so hopefully it's going to be pretty intuitive where I can do this without using any instructions, but I don't know, we'll find out. Let's give it a shot. So let's start with let's go to timing, and so on time, that makes pretty good sense. So it's probably going to be the duration of time that it's on, and on this one we want it to be on for we'll say 2 minutes because it's going to be for the humidifiers. And then now we'll push that button again. So I just pushed, what I did is I pushed the timing cycle button another time, and then it goes down to the bottom, and the bottom part is off time. And so I want it to be off for an hour, so I'm going to push this hour button, and so now it'll be off for an hour and 2 minutes, but I want it to be off for, oh, I think I want it to be off for 58 minutes because I want it to be on every hour for 2 minutes of time, but I don't think that really is that big of a deal. But just for the sake of seeing how fast it cycles through these minute marks, I'm going to press it and hold it and see if it does what I think it might. No, it doesn't, but still it's not terrible. There's that. Some will actually skip past the longer you hold it, the more it will skip through. So it starts at like 1 second, 2 seconds, and then it'll jump to like 10 and 15. This one not quite that intuitive, but it's not important. That's really a non-issue, non-essential, because it sets up really fast so far based on what I'm looking at. So let's go back. Let's just let's get it back to 0. I went past 0. Like I'm pumping gas. Oh, gas prices is a nightmare right now. Okay, so there we go. So off 1 hour. So every hour it'll come on for 2 minutes, and then it'll shut off for 2 hours. All right, so that should be it. I'm going to hit confirm because I think that kind of makes sense. So I don't know what that did. Okay, so now it's showing what I believe is the current time according to this, and it's probably coming from a different time zone because it's showing 4:53 and I'm showing it's like I'm showing 1:54. So I think that's the current time, and I don't really care about the current time right now, so I'm good with that. And I'll read the instructions later to figure out how to change the time, but for now, not really concerned about that. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully those will work. It does come with instructions. Instructions look pretty well laid out. It's nice thick paper. Kind of gives me the chills though. It says to not exceed 15 amps. That's good, important information to know. It's got an FAQ, frequently asked questions, that come with it. So that's nice. Very clear, easy to understand instructions. Try and get rid of the glare with pictures. Pictures are nice. It looks very well laid out. I mean, I'm not going to get into it and look for like grammatical errors and stuff like that, but for the most part, this looks pretty good. So turns out I do need to figure out what time it is because I have to set up the lights to come on and off at a certain time. In order to do that, you need to know what time it is on the unit. So let's figure that out. Clock setting. Okay, hit the switch button. Press confirm button 3 seconds till you can see the numbers flashing. Confirm. Okay, numbers are flashing. Set the hours. Current time is 1 or 13. Okay, we're gonna go military time. And 58. If I waited just a couple more minutes, I wouldn't have to scroll all the way through this, but that's fine. So you can see it's counting. Okay, we're at 58, we're at 59 now, so 1:59. Okay, and then hit the confirm button, confirm, and boom, set. Okay, got our time set at 1:59. So now, we want these to come on at a certain time and shut off at a certain time. So we're going to go to timed, and so we want them to come on. And when I say when we want them, I'm referring to the lights. We want the lights to come on at, we'll say 7 a.m. We'll say 9. Went too far. Okay, 9. And then the timed button again. I'm going to shut off at, say, 8 p.m. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then we're going to hit the confirm button. And so current time is 2 o'clock. It will shut off at 8. And so this timer should be this plug should be on right now. In order to figure that out, I'm going to have to plug it into something. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be right back. We'll see if this worked. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm back. Plugged it in, and it certainly worked. So basically right now is it's showing the current time of 2:01, and then it's showing that at 20 hours military time, aka 8 o'clock, it's going to shut off, and it will be done for the night, and it will just follow through that cycle for however long I'm utilizing it. So cool. This is going to be a good option. It's going to work. And so this is the next step to ensuring that we've got the right humidity and the right lighting time frame for the shop. And we're going to get some plants in there. Much appreciate it. Like, subscribe if you don't like. But until next time, watch again. This is Trey, Armstrong Aroids, LLC. Bye again. Alright, so what's up, everybody? We are here at the shop. Quick sneak peek around. And I was telling y'all about the outlet timer right here. There we go, right there. Goes backwards when I do that. But as I was telling you about this timer, I was saying that it would actually not work without Wi-Fi, and that the only thing that it did do was use the Bluetooth in order to discover the device. Guess what? I was wrong, and I am so glad that I was wrong, because this is epic. This is a game changer for me in terms of not having to use Wi-Fi in the shop. The other timers are great, and maybe I'll use them, maybe I won't, but I probably won't, because they cost about the same amount for 2 as it costs for 4, and they have a lot less functionality. So not thinking that that's really the way that I want to go. But this little guy, it works, and it works with Bluetooth. That's huge. So super excited about that. I'm gonna get to work. Got some work to do here. I got to get these cabinets sealed up so that they can hold humidity, and I got to get them connected to these timers so that they can produce humidity via the humidifiers, and we'll kind of go from there. Very excited. We'll talk to you soon, but yeah, good little update. Also, if you have not done so yet, please make sure to like and subscribe, or subscribe if you don't like. I'd like to hear from you. Bye. Okay, so we're back with one other small update. Turns out that you do have to have the Bluetooth connected in order for those particular timers to work. So a couple options. One, we go back to the old not so smart timers, or 2, I am kicking around the idea of maybe just getting another phone line and running it off the Bluetooth feature. To get internet service would be about the same price, if not more, just because we're looking at, if we went through T-Mobile and the current time and day and moment, it would be $50 a month for 5G wireless internet in the shop. The other option is to add another phone line. And I think another phone line is going to be like $10, $15 a month, but then it could stay here and function solely as a in-house phone, as well as have a phone number. We do need a separate phone number for the store, so it's actually not a bad idea. So it could work as an in-house phone, as well as the Bluetooth feature could power the smart switches. So we'll kick that around. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know what's up, and we'll kind of go from there. Anyways, appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to check out the update. Talk to you in a bit.